Right, we're on. Today I have two things to discuss, which is not like me on this channel, but it's my channel, I can discuss what I want. It's Masters Week, how exciting is that? We're going to discuss something in conjunction with that. And I've got new irons. That definitely needs discussed. So for a week now I've been gaming these irons. These are the Dynapwrs from Wilson. I know what you're thinking, that's more of a game improvement iron, and absolutely it is. Because of the weather conditions today, we're going for a mesh glove from Loft and Lie. Airflow. 146. 146 is a soft wedge. Okay, my previous irons, my Tacoma irons, this is downwind as well. My Tacoma irons, 140 was a full wedge. These clubs are a club and a half more because they're stronger lofted. I've had no warm up here. So 146 is actually, downwind is just a 3/4 wedge. Wow. Oh, go in. Okay, good. So that was a wedge, downwind, with a game improvement iron. 146 yards downwind, game improvement, 1, 2, stopped within 6 feet. That's handy. You wouldn't really expect that from a game improvement iron. You'd expect a little bit more run out. You'd expect that sort of reaction from more of a player's workable iron. Pars are good. Pars are very good. So the two things we're going to talk about today, obviously the golf clubs, that's very important, but Masters Week, Loft and Lie, my golf glove brand has a sale on because of Masters Week. That link on the description, sorry, that's a lie. That code on the screen, use that to get your discount. As you know, we have our glove sleeve. The glove sleeve is unbelievable. Somebody called it the Steve sleeve. Nice. To compartmentalise all your gloves, rain gloves, so a pair of rain gloves. My mesh glove for today, weather, airflow, very, very important. And of course a leather glove, full leather glove, world class Loft and Lie leather golf glove. This glove sleeve fits lots of gloves, obviously. This glove, the world class leather glove, this stitch, is becoming very quickly one of the hottest gloves in golf. The reviews, they're all 5-star reviews, and a lot of people are saying it's better than the Titleist player's glove. Titleist will hate me saying that, but I'm just passing on information that other people have said to me. Do not shoot me. Just because I designed an amazing glove. Leather palm. So the contact with the golf club is unbelievable. Discount in top corner. Before I finish this and move on to the irons, back to mesh world for full flow of air in hot conditions. Look at that, the palm, full leather. I didn't downgrade the glove. The fact that it's synthetic glove for breathability, I wanted the same connection with the golf club, that full leather palm, as you get with the world-class leather glove. Do you know, to get a manufacturer to do that, it's not easy, and it costs. And of course we have our rain pair as well. Those little sticky nobules, is that a word? They are unbelievable. So you're covered for all weathers. So use the code that's on the screen to ensure that you get that discount. I don't want you guys to miss out. My YouTube subscribers, it's very important you guys hear about this first. So, my irons. I have got, yes, Wilson Dynapwr. Wilson Dynapwr irons. Now, this is for, it's a game improvement club. It's for entry-level golfers. I do have a Max ultralight stiff shaft on it though. Behind the golf ball here, I've got a wedge. Behind the golf ball, it looks nice. It doesn't look cumbersome. It just looks nice. It looks quite tight, and it's not far from my Tacoma irons at all. But the reason I've gone to these clubs is because the forgiveness and the extra distance is unbelievable. And I mean like a huge difference. I'm going to try hard on this one. Come on, Steve, stop talking. It's just a wedge. There's your landing point. Just a foot on the green landing point. I can see that. Alright, but the iron, I tried the high launch iron knowing it's nowhere for me at all. Decided to put this in the bag. Wilson kindly sent me a set, put them in the bag, and oh my god, they're staying in. That's the wedge behind the ball. It's not that offset, it's not that cumbersome, the top edge is not that thick, it's just nice, isn't it? Par 5 iron of course. So I've set up on a bit of a scruffy winter tee here just now. Listen to the sound of this. Listen to the sound of this. I'm going to show you what this club head looks like behind the ball in just a second. But listen to this. It's so explosive. It's incredible how strong these are. And I know I'm going to have to put another wedge in the bottom of the bag because of this, because they're basically one club. I think they're 1.5 clubs more than my other clubs. But I'm willing to make the change. I think I'm willing to make the change. So good. I mean, they're right on top of each other. PKR cup face. The little shield, I love the little shield without the WS on it. That is clean. And the sole, yeah, it's a little bit thicker than I'm used to looking at. The club head in general is a little bit thicker than I'm used to looking at. But it's not offensive. It's not offensive at all. If I just stick that 5-iron behind the ball there, look at that. It's pretty tidy, isn't it? 7-iron still in the wrapper, but you see I've had to put an extra wedge in. I've popped a 50 in there. They look good. The wrapper's off the 7-iron. I guess I need to keep them now. What I like about an iron is the view you have right now. I like to look at the back of the iron there and see this is completely filled in. So regardless if it's a hollow head or not, I love that being filled in. So you think about, like for example, I don't know, a Ping G425 where the back of the golf club head is all cut out and not filled in over. To me, there's something wrong. It just doesn't look as premium as this does. That looks amazing down there. 7-iron. It's almost like a blade. A little bit thicker top edge than a blade, but God, it's looking good. Modern day blades, they are a little bit chunkier. So I'm going to hit a couple of 7-irons, which is not going to reach the green, but I want to feel what it's like. Man, so easy to hit. I mean, so easy to hit. And the fact they look like a player's iron or close to it, for me, is an absolute win. It's like, who's going to know? No one's going to know. That's brilliant. I just want to keep doing that. Let's do one more. This 7-iron now. I now own this. 3 shots, absolutely pure. So easy. Even the mishits are good. So these irons are a standard lie, standard length. I'm normally 1 degree upright and ½ an inch longer. So initially when I first got them, I thinned them a little bit. I mean, I've got used to them now, obviously. But the thin shots, even though they felt a little bit thin to me, were pin high and airborne. So I've left myself here 83 yards. Now, I've got a 50 and a 54 with me, which is what I'd be using from here. But let's just feel what this is like with a more game improvement iron behind the golf ball. I don't see it or feel it. I don't feel like I don't look at it and think I can't work this, I can't shape this. The high launch irons, the max version, were very much like that. If you watch my video, I tried a couple of hooks and couldn't quite get it working, but with these I seem to be able to shape it. I seem to be able to knock them down and play some softer ones. 83 yards. So the turf interaction is brilliant. That's like, look, it's at 4 feet, look at this. Look at that. That was brilliant. The interaction, the turf, you know, it's like, it doesn't bounce, it does cut in, it plays, it actually performs just like my old irons. And there's the feel of the club face, there's like a compression. It's like it compresses off the face, but it's unforced. And I guess that's the large sweet spot that's doing that. 83 yards. And again, well, that's left by about 12 feet. So it's like a compression, an unforced compression. Let's move this camera around. So I'm getting the compression, but there's no force to do that. It must be the large sweet spot that gives me that sensation. And as I say, the interaction with the turf is so clean. It's not that rounded that it's not going to get in there. It digs in, does its thing, does everything I was expecting from my old irons. My old irons were Tacoma 101Ts, which are very good irons. And they do a 103 No, you don't. Sorry, do a 101, which is the more forgiving of the two, which may play exactly the same as this. I've just never tried it. Hard to move from that though. Those 3 shots were awesome. That was my first ball that you saw. There's a thing there that I'll take my mesh glove off. Remember, Masters sale, details on the screen right now. The thing there that surprised me, just with that little shot from 83 yards, is I've played a wedge. Oh, hello. I've played a wedge, 83 yards, which has effectively got a 9-iron loft on it, or an 8.5-iron loft. But when I look down at it, it doesn't look like it's de-lofted, and it flies with the trajectory I would expect from a knockdown wedge. Wow. The trajectory, the word I struggle with, was everything I would expect from a pitching wedge, a standard lofted pitching wedge. Loft and lie sail, remember that. Right, here's the test. Having grown up in North Berwick playing links golf in Scotland and having to play a chip and run, I've always played with a club. This is an 8-iron that's been pretty sharp. So a blade, or very close to a blade of some description, to ensure that I get ball turf first. Ball then turf strike, sorry. So I'm looking for the sharpness of a blade on this shot, which I don't know if I've explained that very well, but I know exactly what I mean. I don't want anything with a big chunky sole to dig into the ground. That was good. Yes, 7-iron. Seven-iron, which is still dirty from the fairway. Yes. Yes, yes. 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 7-iron, up and down, yes. And it's quite good that they don't do a sand iron, they do a gap wedge. I'm not interested in that. I've got my other wedges, I've got a Cleveland wedge and a Wilson 54, which is what I use for getting the ball in the air. I'm not interested in a game improvement bunker shot club or anything like that. One thing I'm not used to though, with a club of this composition or this build, that noise. So I haven't tried these for a week, so I've had them on the golf course 3 times now. This is my 4th time. I emailed the Wilson rep last night and asked them, would you put a 4-iron in the post for me? Still waiting on a reply, and hopefully by the time this gets uploaded I'll have the 4-iron in the bag. So then there'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, oh sorry, wedge 50 and 54. I normally carry a 2-iron in here, 2-iron and a 4-iron. And going by the set makeup or the construction of the 4-iron, that will replace my 2-iron. It'll probably be slightly longer than my 2-iron, definitely more forgiving than my current 2-iron. So I will go driver, so my crank driver, my Ping G400 2 hybrid, which is 17 degree. Then I'll go 4-iron, it's effectively a 3.5 to 2-iron, right down to wedge 50 and 54. I don't carry any more loft than 54, there's no need. So we have a makeshift winter par 3 here. They're doing work on the rest of the fairway, so they've made this a par 3, which is ideal when you're testing irons. I'm just going to put my Loft and Lie mesh glove on. You may know there's a sale on for that this week because it is Masters Week. Description and code is on that screen right now. Can you see it? Yep, good, good. Go there, honestly, you won't regret it. Right, 168, so 170 let's call it. It's downwind though, so let's call it 160. 160 is normally an 8-iron. It can't be a 9-iron. It's still 170 through the air. I don't think the wind's that strong. Let's go 8-iron. So 170 8-iron. There's nobody behind me now, which is good. 170 8-iron. I'm going to hit it smooth. Down breeze. 170 8-iron. I mean that's a 7-iron loft, but it looks like an 8-iron down behind the ball. It's crazy. Okay, middle of the green, long, carried the lot. Is that, hold on. This is something I'm really going to have to think about. 168 it is. Nine iron. Let's try that. The launch is, the feel is amazing. 9 iron. 168 downwind. So yeah, 168, playing 160, which would normally be an 8 iron. This is now a 9 iron. It's just getting my head round that. It's just smooth though. Just right of the pin. God, that's big as well. It's back edge. I'm not sure that laser's working right. There's a bit of wind up there though, let's be honest. There's a fair bit of wind. 168. Punchy 9 iron it is now. Pushed it a bit, I've shoved them all a little bit. Okay, back edge again, wow. I mean, some people say you don't need all that length because it's going to ruin your yardages. I'll just get used to that. I'm going to get used to it, and I think I'm no spring chick. I've got arthritis. Hit the ball a decent distance, but this is psychology standing over that. Going, I've got 160 yards. It's playing 160. It's just a smooth 9 iron, and psychologically you think a 9 iron's easy to hit. 9 iron's much easier to hit than an 8 iron, and so on. So it's a win. I'm going to stick with it. I'll get my 4 iron in the bag and see where we go from there. There is though one shot I want to try that I play a lot with my other set, and I'm wondering if this set will do it. Let's get up to the green and find out. First ball is over here, right over the back. Second ball is at the back of the green. Third ball is actually pin high. Third ball's alright. Third ball's landed there. You can see how quick it stops. It stopped within 2 feet. And to stop within 2 feet downwind, it's actually quite a strong wind. I'm not surprised that second ball and the first ball carried as far. But to stop that quickly downwind with any club's good. So here we've got a sort of downslope ball above the feet. This shot I play a lot with my pitching wedge. And I want to be able to cut across it just a little bit, so I'm effectively adding loft but letting it run out. I think I might move the camera for this. So this little shot, rather than playing a wedge and rolling over and letting it run low and quick, I want to add a little bit of loft to get over here and from a down slope that's actually sloping down. So I want to be able to add a little bit of loft, cut across, yet run out. So I swing out to in but I hold the face square to target. It's a little wedge shot I like, a little bit more out the toe. Oh, it's come out amazing. It's come out so well. Hear a little click. I still feel that little bit of compression on such a short shot. It's wonderful. Then of course we need to check that we can get a pitching wedge to run out the whole way. And I mean by that is a full roll release, which I love, so the ball lands like 1 yard in front of me and then runs forever, which you can manipulate with a blade. Not so much. The high launch iron, struggled with slightly. So this is from the lie that's maybe 2 yards from the green. You want to land it just on 2 yards. And then sometimes it's like, I don't want to use my 8 iron, don't want to use my 7 iron, I just want to get a little bit feely. So this is how I judge a wedge. The wedge from the set with my full roll, letting the ball land 2 yards in front. Ball landed there. That's brilliant. Ball landed 2 yards in front of me. There. Hit that one heavy. Let's imagine we're on in competition here. We've got a 2 yard shot with full roll, 2 yards. Full roll of the face. Ball comes out low, runs forever. And the wind slows it down. So it does the job, love it. So my outcome of this video is The Masters is on. Loft and Lie golf gloves are the place to go. 15% off using that code that's on the screen right now. The uptake so far has been amazing. It's been absolutely fantastic. The brand is outstanding. As I mentioned before, a lot of guys are saying it's better than Titleist's top performing golf glove. Now that is, for me to hear that, is unbelievable. That's off the planet how good that is. Thank you so much to everyone who's come out with that chat. And the glove sleeve. The glove sleeve has been a game changer for a lot of people. The organisation of it and having an all-weather bundle, so no matter what happens, today was warm. Today was a mesh glove day. Tomorrow might be overcast, so I've got my leather glove. And then later on that day it starts to rain. It's alright, I'm covered. As for these guys, if you get a chance to get one in your hands and take it for a shot, I thoroughly recommend it. Wilson stuff's underrated, it really is. That combined with the Wilson staff model golf ball, you're on. We discussed two things, two very important things. Wilson stock. Wilson don't pay me, by the way. I don't get anything from them. They just give me gear to try. Maybe we should have that conversation. And Loft and Lie, honestly, you won't regret that. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.